Alright, welcome back to another episode of the 80 Darkness series. Today we're going to try to complete probably Infinity Challenge 7 and 8. We kind of have a theme going where we're doing 2 Infinity Challenges per episode, so we'll see how that goes. 7 unlocked back at 10 to the power 42,000, but as you can see we're way over that amount, so I think we can just cheese it. No? I have to spend my Infinity points first. Oh, there we go. I'll just lose it. Yeah. All right. Easy. Easy Infinity Challenge. Sticking it. But here we go. All right. With a very large amount of Infinity points. No. The next Infinity Challenge is 10 to the power of 100,000. Wow. But that would be Infinity Challenge 8. Yeah, let's see. Oh, okay, we're gonna get a new Infinity Dimension. I was like, we have to have something to help us here. Otherwise we're not gonna gain quickly enough. Our gains will be too slow. The new Infinity Dimension, I have no doubt we will make it to the power of 100,000 easily. What's that? I can Eternity? No, I can't. No, I can't. The hotkey won't work. Why? It doesn't exist. So why doesn't the Eternity hotkey exist? I will tell you. Look, the modal isn't there. I still have 2 more Infinity Dimensions to unlock. The next one is 10 to the power of 200,000. That's going to take a minute. Infinity Challenge 8 should help us. But yes. I still have to unlock that. And then the next one, which if I recall correctly, costs a ton. A ton of antimatter. So, let's see how long it takes. A ludicrous speed. Hooray. Am I missing any achievements? I should check now. I'm coming up on this one. Infinity Challenge 6 in 15 seconds. I can do that. I can do that in 2 seconds. Yeah, I should probably go ahead. Alrighty. I'll just buy max everything, and we will be there in no time. We're at 80,000. 84,000. 85,000. Easy. This is just inflation. Alrighty. So we get like what? 10 to the power of 20 per infinity point. Infinity big crunch, whatever. Now. No, we do a couple in a row. That's what we do. There we go. Nah, 15. We're falling off. This is not inflation anymore. This is deflation. I mean, I can still get a couple more purchases. Alright, interval's maxed. We have minimized the interval. What do you say if it decreases the interval per purchase? Do you say the interval is maximized or do you say it's minimized? What is the correct term there? Because technically it's both. The upgrade is maximized, but the interval itself is minimized. I guess you can just use whatever. We'd better get there soon. We're at 97,000 and I'm barely increasing. Come on. Come on. 98,000. Well, can we wait it? I'm not gonna risk that. I'm gonna do a couple more purchases first. 99,000, 99.5, 99.6, 99.7, 98.8, 99.9, 100K. There we go. All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we say what? We're only at 80,000. We're only at what? It's 92. It's 92,000. The goal is 92,000, and we're not even increasing. The infinity dimension multiplier to antimatter dimensions is literally the only source of income right now because dimension boosts do jack. Look at this. They do less than they did at the beginning of the game. Slightly more than they did at the beginning of vanilla. They do jack. Okay, guess we gotta get some more achievements. Get that's a 1.5 on 2 dimension boosts. And if I remember correctly, it's a 1.5 onto the dimension boost base, which is itself cubed by this upgrade right here. So the 1.5 multiplier turns into a 3.375, which, if you turn on logarithm notation, we can see that dimension boosts currently give E4.65, which you can multiply the E4.66 now by 431 to get the total multiplier to my dimensions. Well, per dimension. So I can round off. I'll say like it's basically 14 thirds, so I can do the multiplication in my head. Uh, about 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 6,000. Yeah. No, divide by 3. 2,000. 2,000. 10 to the power of 2,000 is what it's currently giving onto each of my dimensions. So that's 10 to the power of 16,000 contributed to my antimatter amount. Most of the rest of that is from infinity dimensions. 8,000 onto every dimension. So dimension boosts compensate for about 1/4 the amount that infinity dimensions are giving. Okay. We can actually use that figure and say, okay, infinity dimensions are doing 80% of the work. Dimension boosts are doing 20%. And then that constitutes for the bulk of my multipliers. The rest is just coming from miscellaneous sources like achievement multiplier and dimension purchases. So getting rid of dimension boost gets rid of about 15% of her multiplier. So we need to have what? Because 15%, the figure, you think, okay, so 85%. So what's 15% more than this? No, it's the 85% to 100% figure. It's an increase by, well, you could say what is 15% of 85? Right? Is that how you do it? 85 times what is 100? That's what I'm trying to get to. 100 divided by 85 would be a good way to put it. Is this safe? Oh, we got that. That's going to help us. We need E100, though, to get this. But yeah. What was I doing? 100 divided by 85. It's about 1.2. So we need like a 20% increase of 92,000. So that would be that's about 110 E 110,000, and about 0.55 times that. So about half of this would be about maybe E 250 on all dimensions. I'd say 250 would give us 10 to the power of 2,000 antimatter automatically, which is significant. So that achievement, that's going to get us there. That's going to carry us. We need that achievement before we can complete the challenge. Oh, we got it. That didn't take long. I mean, I think we were an order of magnitude off as always, but I will fix that later. It's not like it's going to do much anyway. It's just going to take a little longer. But I can go in now and get purchases of stuff. Mostly what we came for is the infinity dimensions. Oh, look, we're there. We're there. That was no challenge. So, the reward. Oh, I forgot to talk about the Infinity Challenge 7 reward. I will briefly describe that. So, in the vanilla version, it did something based on tick speed, I think. No? No, that is based on tick speed. What did it do? What did it do in vanilla? Infinity Challenge 6. It multiplied infinity dimensions based off of tick speed. We subbed that in Infinity Challenge 6, which is in Vanilla IC5, because that was buffing galaxies. So we did the infinity dimension multiplier here and did it based on dimension boost instead, since that was significantly more. What we wanted to base something off of tick speed, but tick speed was minuscule, so we decided, hey, why not make tick speed indirectly boost infinity dimensions, because tick speed will boost the dimension boost multiplier, which will give us more antimatter, which will give us more dimension boosts, which in turn will boost infinity dimensions. So very indirectly, it does boost infinity dimensions after all. But mostly, the direct multiplier is to dimension boost multiplier. The dimension boost multiplier is multiplied by based off of tick speed. Now this, uh, again, we have all multipliers multiplied by 1.5 as to vanilla. We started with 3, went to 3.75, now we're 6. So that actually is a slightly buffed version of this achievement, which, I mean, okay, it buffs galaxies, but that only gave us like E25 per second tick speed, which is like E200. That is so minuscule that the slight bit of extra dimension boost multiplier counteracts that instantly. But yeah, okay, what's the next? 10 to the power of 175,000. Well, we already did Infinity Challenge 7 and Infinity Challenge 8. I almost forgot there are 12 Infinity Challenges now. Right here. 12. So, we'll save that for next episode, although inflation is helping out a bit. It's not going to help enough. It's not going to help enough. But we could do 9 and 10 next episode, and then like 11 and unlock 12, because 12 takes forever. We'll complete 12 in a separate episode. But yeah, we can just finish the series in a couple episodes. Yeah, until the next episode, yeah, I'll just be grinding until I get to 175,000. So, that's it for this episode, and I will catch you in the next one. See ya.